Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday, the 21st of November 2022. In today's Millwall News, a little reminder that if you are missing it already and you are bored out of your mind with no football going on, well, no Millwall going on, we're back this Saturday in 5 days' time. Millwall versus Brøndby if in 4 days, 13 hours, and 51 seconds. We are playing Brøndby IF, so there you go. It's £10 a ticket for adults, and it's less than that for youngsters. I've got my ticket. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good game, an interesting game, and yeah, just bring it on. Can't wait. Now, a player who may not be playing in that, or definitely won't be playing in that, is Benik Afobe. We've had some injury update news today. This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk, South London Presses Online website. Millwall striker has had injection in knee and not guaranteed to be available for Sunderland trip. Benik Afobe is a doubt to be available for Millwall when they resume Championship action at Sunderland on December 3. The Lions have a home friendly against Brøndby this Saturday as they gear up for the resumption of their league campaign. Afobe, 29, has not featured for the South Londoners since the 1-0 loss at Huddersfield Town on October 29. Millwall boss Gary Rowett is expecting centre-back Sean Hutchinson and Ryan Leonard both be fit for the trip to the Stadium of Light. The Lions have slotted in the fixture, which had been postponed due to the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Everyone came through Preston absolutely fine, Rowett told the South London Press last week. We expect Archie to be back available for selection for Sunderland. Lenny, of course, comes into contention as well because he's had a little bit of extra training. Benik at the minute looks a week or two behind that. There's no real issue there, but we've got to take it steady with him. I think he had a little bit of damage to the knee. He's had an injection and specialists advise him to rest and strength. So we don't want to rush that one. So Benik Afobe missing definitely for the Brøndby game this Saturday. And looks like the Sunderland game on the December the 3rd as well. That would be interesting to see. Maybe to get Abdul Malik involved against Brøndby. That would be nice to see that. See how he matches up. Why not? Why not? So, talking of youngsters, the loan watch. It is Monday, so let's crack on. This is from southwarknews.co.uk. Millwall loan watch goalkeeper stars as Maidstone pick up valuable point indeed. When Maidstone signed Ryan Sanford on loan from Millwall, they were in the relegation zone. They just beat Scunthorpe, and they've gone above them. They've leapfrogged them. Maidstone are out of the relegation zone now, and Scunthorpe are in it. They played against Oldham Athletic, who are also there or thereabouts. That was a massive game for them, because I think Oldham have got a couple of games in hand, and they managed to get out a 0-0 draw. So that is a very, very good result. So Millwall only Ryan Sanford putting a man of the match performance to help Maidstone United pick up a crucial point at home to fellow strugglers Oldham Athletic. Kent Live reported that the 23-year-old made a number of fine saves to keep the Latics at bay, preventing the Latics from scoring from 5 clear-cut chances. The Stones' goalless draw at the Gallagher Stadium keeps them out of the relegation zone and above Oldham by a single point, although David Unsworth's side have 2 games in hand to turn things around and move out of the bottom 4. Exactly 2 games in hand still. It was very important for Maidstone not to lose that game. They did not, and Ryan Sanford helped them keep a clean sheet. So that's what you want to see. Must-win games, pressure games. Can you turn up? Can you do it? It's hard to maintain that week after week after week. If you can, then you're gonna be a superstar. You're gonna work your way up the leagues. But to perform like we need this. This is it. We need it in this game right here, right now. Can you do it? He's done it. Very good. Sanford sides are next in action on Saturday afternoon when Maidstone host Maidenhead United, while fellow Millwall loanee Alex Mitchell will not be in action until after the World Cup break, with St Johnstone's Scottish Premiership campaign due to resume on December the 17th. Joe Wright's Bath City returned to action on Saturday afternoon for the first time since Alex Fletcher's heart-breaking head injury against Dudley Hamlet. The Romans secured a 3-1 win away at Billericay Town in the FA Trophy, although the Lionskeeper wasn't involved as he continues to recover from his shoulder injury. Yeah, he's missed quite a few games. I think he's coming up to like two months out now so far, which is not ideal. But I mean, when you got shoulder injury, you can't really do anything, can you? So I don't know if they're going to they're going to send him back on the loan. Can they do that? It was a season on loan, so maybe in January he comes back. But at the moment, he's just missing games through injury. So there you go. Now, got this story also from southernnews.co.uk about managerial appointment in the league. So obviously they're struggling for things to write about in a moment, which we just a few more days of this, because basically from Thursday and Friday you can preview the Brøndby game, and then after that you can talk about the Brøndby game, match report and stuff like that, and then coming into next week you got the Sunderland game, so there should be a few things coming up to talk about. So Kolo Toure could face the Lions in his first match as a professional football manager. This is Wigan Athletic, who look to be appointing a new manager before they face Millwall, which is on December 10th. So Wigan Athletic are set to make a high-profile managerial appointment ahead of their trip to Den to face Millwall. The Latics parted company with Liam Richardson, who, exact, shortly before the World Cup break, a decision which frustrated many supporters due to his heroics both on and off the pitch. I have no idea who he is, and I have no idea what he did. A number of big names have been linked to the vacancy, including the likes of Neil Critchley, Aitor Karanka, and Steven Gerrard. For Wigan? Really? However, reports have suggested that former Arsenal, Manchester City, and Liverpool defender Kolo Toure will take over instead. Toure, 41, retired from football in 2017. He subsequently started coaching the Ivory Coast national team and former club Celtic before joining Leicester City to work under Brendan Rodgers. However, the two-time Premier League winner is now set to move to the DW after his brother Yaya reportedly turned the job down last week. Yeah, apparently they approached Yaya Toure and said, "Do you want to be our manager?" And then they said, "Well, how about my brother? You want him instead?" So that's a weird one, isn't it? So if he does become the new Wigan boss, Toure will be the third Championship manager to face Millwall, his first match this season alone. Matt Taylor and Liam Senior having done so earlier in the campaign. It undoubtedly makes Routs' task much harder, the Lions manager having previously told Newsden that it's impossible to prepare for certain teams when you don't know what the new manager is going to change. The side are due to play the Latics on December 10th, 1 week after their trip to the stadium on to face Sunderland. There you go. And talking of managerial changes in the Championship, there might be another one coming up which may or may not be beneficial to Millwall. So Michael Beale cleared for Rangers job as QPR boss wants it, and Loftus Road chief refuses to stand in his way. So Giovanni von Bronckhorst has been sacked by Glasgow Rangers, and Michael Beale of Queen's Park Rangers, who was the assistant there under Steven Gerrard, he wants the job and he might go up there and leave QPR, which is a touch because they're doing quite well under him. Not recently, they haven't won in 5 games, but they're doing alright. But if he does leave, this will come on the back of the Luton Town manager leaving to go to Southampton, and since then Luton have kind of bubbled off a bit, gone down, and they've obviously brought in the other guy who was at Watford, which is a weird one, an interesting one, but we'll see how that goes. But it's all kind of weird that the teams around us are changing manager, or their managers are being picked off and they're leaving for better jobs. That the obstacles that may be in Millwall's path terms of this being a successful season, in terms of it getting promoted, or realistically just getting in the playoffs. The obstacles in our way seem to be being cleared. The Luton Town manager leaving, which could affect Luton and they could drop down a bit. The QPR manager possibly leaving, and then them losing sight of the aim and the target and having to reform with a new manager. It seems to be kismet. It's fate. Things are happening around us that are beneficial to us as a team to help us out with our stability, with Gary Rowett as one of the longest serving managers in the league, even though he's only been here for 3 years. The players we've only pretty solid team. Like we're pretty stable and steady, and we're just getting on with it. And the teams around us are going a bit crazy. So this could be good for us. It could be good for us that all the managers are leaving. Now, we're going to finish up today with this. Blue Friday is here. So not Black Friday, Blue Friday. So Millwall's Blue Friday sale is now in store and online. There are a range of unmissable offers on retail items, commercial packages and Millwall TV Plus subscription. But be quick, because once they're gone, they're gone. Starting at 10 AM on Monday the 21st of November, so that was this morning, and running to 25th of November, Lions fans can benefit from the below. So the 1885 Club Platinum, that's like top tier hospitality prawn sandwich brigade. For the 2 games against Bristol City and Rotherham United, you're saving, what are you saving there? 20 quid. For the Bristol City one, what's that? 12 quid. But for the Rotherham game, there's more, probably because even though it's on New Year's Day, I mean Rotherham. So if you were going to swerve a game, you would swerve that game. Even though I don't know why people do that. I know, like, you want to see the big teams, Millwall play the big teams because it's the atmosphere. But surely you want to see Millwall play well and win a game. Although Rotherham did beat us 6-0 many years ago, which was a blight. The same games, but in the gold tier are those prices now. But as they said, once they've gone, they've gone. So this is like a limited time offer. It's not from now until Friday. I think there's a set amount that they've got for sale, and once they're gone, they're gone. It's not up until Friday. The chairman's suite. I told you about this in a video the other day. It's a new room that they do with like unlimited beer and shit and food and stuff. Not unlimited food though. But yeah, I've got that on sale as well for those 2 games. Junior pitchside experience. Don't know I forgot what that is. Well, that's not the mascot. That's something else, I believe. Oh, is that the one where you wave the flags? I think it's that. Not too sure. Player kit sponsorship gone down by 100 quid. So if you were interested in that, you get that. Stadium tours is 20% off. You just got to book it. I believe you just got to book it this week for the future tours. I'm not too sure. Supporters can benefit from 30% off in the Lions store. Their exclusions apply. So 30% off. And they say that the Lions store will be open until 7 PM on Friday, because obviously they're showing the England game. So if you were to go down there, you've got a bit of extra time on Friday night to do it. But if you wanted to watch the England game, you need to buy tickets in advance, 2 hours in advance. So by 5 PM, they're not letting you just walk up and buy. I don't know why, but they're not. Millwall TV Plus. So if you haven't signed up for this yet, you can take advantage of 20% off on the annual Millwall TV Plus subscription, which is kind of annoying because I've already got mine and I pay full price, but it was only 60 quid, so yeah, there you go. Blue Friday sale, not Black Friday, Blue Friday sale at Millwall on these things. So fabulous stuff there. If you are interested, there you go. If you're not, thank you for watching and goodbye.